Hello, everyone. This is week five of the macro overview series. Thank you for joining me today. And there is a lot of stuff to get into. So let's just get started. First, I'd like to talk about Asia. I'd like to talk about China's economic situation and where foreign investors are now directing their money. So they're now directing their money into Chinese equities and stocks, and this basically signifies a turn to slump of stock prices, and which is caused by low confidence and supply chain issues. However, most inflows are regarded as speculative investments, for example, hedge funds. So they are therefore likely to sell off their investments once they are happy with the profits. However, long-term investors are skeptical or more skeptical of market conditions and are probably waiting for more detail on policy changes by the Chinese government. So it is in China's best interest to finalize their policy changes and remove COVID policies entirely, as this would improve economic growth because investment will rise. Next, I'd like to talk about Japan's economic situation and their tourist industry. So, there has been an increase in the number of tourists to around 500,000 tourists, which is double of what it was in September. Um, and this increase is seen after the lifting of COVID ban travel restrictions. So as a result, Japan is investing in more attractions for tourists, which would further improve economic growth. Since aggregate demand will increase, which will basically increase the GDP, and since the yen has been crashing against the U.S. dollar, this would help to pick it back up. Uh, However, it is known that the hotel and service industry in Japan has very low pay, and um, there also has been a labor shortage in the industries after hotels, travel agencies, and transport services reduced staff during the pandemic. Moreover, the industry is also facing an increase in food and electricity costs, and that is why Japan are trying to attract wealthier tourists in order to increase the country's overall profit margin, which would further improve economic growth. Lastly, in the Asia region, I'd like to talk about Indonesia and how rich nations such as USA, Japan, EU, Norway, etc., are providing Indonesia a $20 billion package to shift their energy source from fossil fuels to renewable energy. So, through this package, Indonesia will not only receive funding, but they will also receive technological assistance to possess these massive quantities of clean energy, such as geothermal and hydro energy. So this package includes $10 billion in public funding and $10 billion from private sector investors. So what this package will ultimately do is it'll improve economic growth due to the multiplier effect, as money injections from overseas normally tend to stimulate the economy. Thank you for watching this brief summary video of what's been going on in the Asia region this past week. Please do follow our social media pages as shown above on the screen and hope to see you soon.